Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be testing out a bunch of Kylie Cosmetics products. A lot of them I haven't tried. I've only tried a couple things from her line. I've already applied my brows and my foundation, so let's jump into concealer. Now I have already tried her concealer out before. I got one when she had first come out with them, and I have the shade Shell, which is a pretty good shade for me. It's like fair enough, it's pretty brightening. But I have two more concealers. I wanted to try a lot of her products and some of them were like sold out on its own, but I found her like Met Gala kit, which is like a bundle of a bunch of products, and I got that, which included a concealer in the shade Maple, which is way too dark for me, but there was a lot of things in that set that I wanted that were sold out in single. This is the shade Maple. I feel like it's a little bit too dark for me. So I ordered the shade Gypsum just because I wanted to try another shade, something a little less brightening, and I think this might actually work out. So I'm going to use a new concealer in the shade Gypsum on my face. Oh wow, this shade is definitely a lot more peachy than I was expecting, but we shall see. That actually might be a good thing. I do like the shade. It's not too bright. I haven't used her concealer in a while. I do remember liking it, so let's blend this out. Okay, I don't hate it. It's almost like on the verge of being too dark, but it's not. I think it actually blends into like my skin and my foundation quite well. So I am pleased. It looks really pretty. Honestly, like I remember liking this concealer a lot. I did use it quite a bit when I got it. I can't tell if it looks too dark or am I just used to a more brighter under eye. I'm kind of like tripping out. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of Shell, the color I've had already. I'm gonna put a little just like in here, brighten it up just a tad bit. I don't think I will ever love buying concealer and foundation shades online. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. So I don't have like a loose setting powder, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my whole face with Laura Mercier setting powder, and I will be right back. Face is set. Now I'm gonna move on to one of the products that's actually sold out on her website and is one of the reasons why I bought her like Met Gala bundle, and that's the Perfecting powder. There's only like one shade. It's called You're Perfect, so we're gonna see if this matches my skin tone. So basically, like it says, it's a perfecting powder, so I feel like after you set your face, you kind of add it to like the high points to like brighten and make it look really soft and flawless. So that's how I'm gonna wear it. That might not be the right way to wear it, but we'll see. So if this is like a one size fits all powder, we shall find out. I don't know why I feel like my under eyes are... Is there shimmer in this? Wait, hold on. Okay, so this powder is not like matte. It does have like a very slight sheen to it. It's not like shimmery by any means, but when I put it on my face, I can definitely see a little bit of glow. I don't think that the color is brightening on me. If you're a little bit darker, maybe. This is kind of like my face powder color. I would need something a little bit brighter than this to actually brighten the points of my face. As for the actual powder and like what it's doing on my face, I quite like it. It looks really pretty. It's not doing anything weird. It kind of leaves like a very slight like sheen to the skin, which makes it look super healthy and smooth. I would definitely use this powder again, maybe not for brightening purposes, but I like it. Moving on to more face products, we have some blushes and highlighters and bronzers. I'm very excited. Now, the only face product that I have tried is her blush in Baddie on the Block, which has been one of my go-to blushes at the moment. So I have a new shade to try, a bronzer, which I'm very excited to try, and some highlighters. I did actually buy the KOKO collection, so that's what I'm going to be using on my eyes, so I'm very excited about that. And it also came with a highlighter. So we're going to start off with bronzer. This is the shade Toasty, and it's such a pretty color. I was really excited about this. This is one of the products that I was most excited to get. It's just, I feel like one of her like bestseller bronzers. I see everybody using this, and I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to try it. Okay, I actually really like this a lot. I think it's a really good tone for me. It's a really good shade. It's not too dark. It's not too light. It builds really nice and it blends really nice. I think I will definitely be using this again. I'm a fan. For my blush, I'm gonna be using the shade Close to Perfect. You guys, this is beautiful. Like, this is definitely my type of blush. It's a Jess shade blush. It's so pretty. It's kind of like a matte pinky nude blush. Ooh. I like this. I like this color a lot. Hi! I have Mia on my lap this whole time. You're being so good. She's so cute. So this is the Kylie blush I've been loving using lately. It's called Baddie on the Block. As you can tell, it's much more pink. I have a feeling Close to Perfect is gonna be like my new favorite blush. This is so pretty. Wow, I really like this a lot. I have two highlighters. This one came in the Met Gala bundle. It's in Salted Caramel. I hope it's not too dark for me. And then I have the Coco collection one in True Mama. This is definitely really, really pretty. It's a lot lighter. I'm thinking of maybe trying this one on this side first and then seeing what happens. I haven't actually tried any of her highlighters out before, so I'm very excited. This is Salted Caramel. Oh, okay. First of all, it's a super pretty highlighter. Like, this is really blinding. I may have put on a little bit too much, but the color is actually really nice. I don't think it's too dark for me. It blended out really nicely. It doesn't have like a weird cast on my face. Not that I can see. It's a really nice formula too. Very like buttery, and it just kind of like blends into the skin. I'm very impressed and very happy. I had high hopes for the highlighter. Mia? Mia, where are you going? Are you trying to escape? Did you get bored? Did you get bored? Did you get bored? Now I'm gonna go into the Coco highlighter on the other side. Guys, why are these so good? I've been sleeping on Kylie highlighters. Wow. Okay, this color is stunning. I love Salted Caramel too, but this color, oh, it's so good. It's so pretty on the skin too. Like, it's super smooth. Oh, I'm really happy. I'm gonna take a little bit of this and pop it on top of this highlighter. We are just going to bathe in this highlighter now. I'm a happy camper. This is so pretty. Everything looks beautiful on my skin. I am gonna be reaching for these products 100%. The bronzer, blush, highlighter, so good. Okay, I'm very happy. We're gonna move on to the eyes. So for my eyeshadows, I'm gonna be using the Coco palette. I'm very excited because the last time I used her eyeshadows, it was when the bronze palette came out. I think that's the only time I used her eyeshadows, the only palette I own. But I'm very excited to try it out. The summer one that she just launched with is super pretty, but I ordered these before that. So this is what it looks like inside the Coco palette. It's actually so pretty. Why do I feel like these metallics are gonna be so blinding? I have to swatch. I have to swatch. Okay. This shade maybe not the best. It's kind of like a very crumbly shadow. Like, it's so pretty, but when you look at it up close and you put it like on your hand or whatever, it's like all like crumble shimmer. It doesn't do really much. Okay, so let's try another metallic. Oh yeah, this definitely has a different consistency. Ooh, this is what I was hoping for. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so these are the other metallics, and this shade, okay, not expecting that. This is like a duochrome. It's kind of like a fiery fuchsia to copper color. That's gorgeous. We might have to use that. And then this one's just like a really pretty like mid-tone bronzy brown shade. I actually really like that a lot. And then you have like your mattes in here. I'm not gonna like swatch all of them, but ooh, wow, it's a very pigmented. These are very, very buttery mattes. Okay, I'm excited. My hands are all dirty. Let's get to work. I'm gonna start off with this really pretty like matte butter color. I don't really know which shade names coincide, but you'll know. It's that yellow color. It is quite powdery when I pick it up with like a fluffy brush. I'm just gonna sweep this into my crease with like a bigger blending brush and just really diffuse it out as like our first transition color. Kind of low-key reminds me of like a banana powder that you would put underneath your eyes. Of course, that wouldn't work for me because I'm way too fair for that. But maybe you can get away with it if you're a little bit darker than me. All right, now I'm gonna dip into the shade right here. I'm just gonna do the same thing with the same brush, just kind of like blowing out these colors. I'm kind of curious about this like salmon shade, so let's try that one too. Let's try to use as many colors as I possibly can. Tap that into my crease. Ooh, I like that. I feel like so far it's like a super like soft palette. It's like, I don't know, like pastel-y colors. I'm gonna mix these two matte brown shades together with a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to start deepening up and defining the crease a little bit. I'm kind of adding that like butter shade again into like the crease, but really like bringing it out. And I'm taking the salmon color once more. I really like the combination of the butter color and the salmon color because in between them, they kind of create like this really soft, like peachy shade. For my lower lash line, I'm gonna take this brown right here with a smaller blending brush. I'm gonna just smooch that. Same brush, taking that buttery color, I'm going to just blend that over top. Just kind of want to do like what I did in the crease on the bottom lower lash line. With a tiny little pencil brush, I'm going to dip into this really dark brown color, and I'm going to stamp it along my lower lash line, but keeping it on like the outer parts. You know, it's not as like dark and pigmented as I thought it would be. Like, it looks super intense in the palette, and on my brush, but maybe I just need to build it. Oh, there we go. Same shade, same brush. I'm kind of stamping this on my top lash line. Just kind of adds a little bit of definition to the eye instead of doing like an eyeliner. I love like just smoking out some shadow. Maybe I'm just layering too many matte shadows, but I feel like, I don't know, it's like not intense enough, that dark brown. I feel like, let me swatch it. Yeah, like see, it's super intense when you swatch it. Again, maybe I just have too many matte shadows on my eyes and it just doesn't want to like stick to my eyelids anymore. Now I'm going to move on to like a metallic shade to top on my lid. I think I want to go into like this really pretty duochrome. It's just speaking to me. Maybe that will revive this look a little bit. I'm just gonna use my finger and just kind of tap this on. Ooh, not bad. I'm gonna wet a brush and kind of like stamp the shadow on my lid just to see if like that metallic peeks through a little bit more, like with maybe like a wet brush. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. Maybe that wasn't a good idea, because low-key it was taking off the shadow. I'm going back to my finger. I feel like at certain angles it looks like I have like a matte brown, and I'm like, oh, I didn't put any shimmer there, and then I turn my head and there's shimmer. So like sometimes it looks like a matte brown and sometimes it looks like a pink sparkle. I'm so confused. Lastly, for my eyes, I'm going to take this shade right here and pop that on the inner corners of my eyes. Let's see how it applies on the eyes. Like swatched, it's like really crumbly and it is quite like a chunky powder. I'm gonna try this dry first and then maybe we're gonna have to wet it. Okay, I need to wet this because it's really not that intense. It just kind of, all right, so here it is wet. Oh, ooh, okay. Definitely a lot brighter. I literally put a little bit here and then tapped it and there's like no eyeshadow there anymore. It like removed the other one. I'm just going to ignore that, pretend it never happened. Done with the eyes. I'm gonna throw on some mascara. She doesn't have a mascara, at least yet, so I'm just gonna take the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I'm definitely over the eye look. Okay, so the eyes are done. Honestly, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm having like a bad eye day. The palette is pretty, but it's not the most exciting thing. Like, I really like the salmon color and the buttery color. I think those two shades just stand out the most to me. Everything else is kind of like and like the metallics are going on like kind of weird. They all swatch beautiful, but they go on the eyes weird. So maybe it's my eyes. I don't know what's happening, but this is like an It's a okay. With the eyes done, that brings us to the last step, which is the lips, and I have a few things to try. This one is the lip kit in Kylie, and this one came in the Met Gala bundle that I got. The color is super pretty. It's definitely a Jess shade. I'm going to try the KOKO ones out today. These are the products. So you have one lip liner in the shade Handbag, and then you have 2 matte liquid lipsticks. So I'm assuming maybe the lip liner will match both of these colors because there's only 1 lip liner and 2 lip products. Okay, so the lip liner is brown, and the lipstick you have like a nude and then like a more pinky color. I don't see this matching the pinky one very much, although the pinky one is kind of the one I wanted to wear, but I feel like this would match the nude a little bit more. I'm going to swatch on the back of my hand. So this is the lip liner. Oh, is this a lip liner or an eyeliner? It's a lip liner. Okay, so that is a very brown like milk chocolate brown lip liner. Let's swatch the liquid lipstick next to it. Well, it's a pretty color, but with the lip liner. And then this is the other liquid lipstick. Oh, that definitely does not match. I am so confused. Let's try the lip liner with the more nude. Let's try this. Okay, ew, nobody told me I had crusty lips. Gross. I feel like this lip liner formula is a little bit different than it used to be. I remember them being like more creamy and you can like blend it out, but once I've kind of applied it and I try to blend it out, it's like a drier formula. Like, it's very lightweight, don't get me wrong. It's really pretty and I feel like it's not gonna budge. I feel like there's nothing on my lips right now, but I don't know, it feels a little bit different. I'm gonna go into the matte liquid lipstick in the shade Allergic to Bullshit. Okay, this actually might look pretty, who knows? Surprisingly enough, it doesn't look bad. I definitely applied the matte lipstick over the lip liner as well, just to soften it a little bit, and I think doing that made it a lot prettier. I really like this. It definitely makes my lips look bigger. If you overline with a darker color and of course wear a lighter lipstick shade, it's definitely going to give an illusion of fuller lips, which I'm not complaining. I'm a fan. I've always really liked her matte lipsticks. I feel like it's super lightweight. It doesn't get crusty or dry feeling. It doesn't give me the worst butthole lip. Like, it's not that bad, so like I'm happy about that. Usually a lot of lighter nude colors kind of look really weird on me, but yeah, so that's the finished look. My favorites are definitely like the pressed powders, like a bronzer, blush, highlight. I think the highlighters are super creamy and beautiful, very, very glowy. I love the bronzer color, definitely something I'd be reaching for. And that blush, oh my god, it's gonna be my new favorite go-to blush. It's such a pretty color. It's like perfect for every day. Go with everything. For the concealer, I really like it. I mean, I've had it for a while. I've been using it and it's really nice. It looks pretty under my eyes. I feel like the shade Gypsum, I feel like maybe this color was a little bit too peachy, a little too dark for me. But other than that, like, concealer is nice. Like, I've always enjoyed it. Perfecting powder is really interesting to me. It's definitely probably not gonna serve as like a brightening powder, but it's like a super sheer soft powder that's really nice for like topping and adding a little bit of a glow back into your skin. It's super, super subtle. I will be trying this again because it's like an interesting product to me, and I feel like it's pretty. Like, it looks good on the skin. The KOKO palette, I definitely wanted to get this to like review, so I got the whole KOKO collection. But if I had the choice to just buy this on its own, I don't think I would. It's just not exciting enough for me. It's like, And lastly, we have the lips. And correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I'm like losing my mind, but I feel like my lipstick got darker. Did it get darker? I do really like it though. The more I look at it, the more I like the combination. That concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you guys have any favorite Kylie products that I didn't use today, please let me know. Like, she has a lot of stuff on her website, brow products, setting spray, like liquid glitter shadow products. There's a lot. So if there's something that you guys love and recommend, definitely leave it down below and I will check them out. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, MAKEUPBYJESI. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. I would appreciate it so very much. And also hit that little bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. With all of that said, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys! Ha!